We have some guests here this evening also, so welcome to you guys who are here for the first time. We actually added an extra table today. I'm glad we did, because it's starting to get bigger and bigger. We're going to be probably ordering about 4 or 5 more tables for the coming events. I'm going to start by just kind of going through the Ready Pack, because I know a lot of folks have kind of gone through it. They've seen all the items, but a lot of folks don't really, kind of know what everything is. So I'm going to do it as fast as I can. So if I get to an item and there's a question, you can stop me, I guess. But for the most part, I'm just going to kind of go through it. For those of you who have not had a chance to put together your Elite Ready backpack yet, this is the Elite Ready backpack. It's got everything in it. You're over 40. Camping, hiking, prepping, survival, emergency preparedness items. Weighs under 30 pounds. We're at 28 pounds on this baby. It is the #1 camping and hiking pack available in the country, hands down. It is also the #1 emergency preparedness survival pack available in the bug out bag space, in the survival space, and in the emergency preparedness space. Nobody else can even come close. The next closest competitor, if you will, which I don't even consider them a competitor, is $2,500 to $3,500. And they still can't hold the flame to the Elite Ready backpack. They don't have the redundancy that we have. They don't have multiple ways to start, to start fires. They don't have multiple ways to purify water. They don't have two-way ham radios. They don't have multiple ways to protect yourself from the insects, from the environment. They don't have all the solar equipment that the Elite Ready backpack comes with, and they don't have all the little, bells and whistles, if you will, that are in the Elite Ready backpack. We're going to go through the pack really fast, and then we'll answer some questions about everything I just talked about. Then we're going to do some quick training. Okay? So to start with the pack, we've got the got this thing locked up pretty good here. We've got our the bedroll up here on top. This is pretty self-explanatory here. Everybody knows what the bedroll is. And this goes under your sleeping bag. And this is, like most of the stuff that you'll see in the pack, it serves dual purpose. So it's got the moisture resistant, soft so it's comfortable, but it's also got the reflective side so you can use it to signal if you ever get lost. What's that? It does have some properties for that too, to help you stay warm as well. In the back, there is a water bladder. Okay, you fill it up with water, and then this goes through the inside and then hooks on the thing on the side, so you can fill it with water before you go, or if you get to your water source, you can fill it up with clean, purified water to take on the road with you. The shoulder straps are adjustable. You just simply unvelcro it. It goes all the way down. You can move it up and down depending on how tall or short the person is who's using it. We'll start with the belt straps. There's pockets on each side. What I use these for is where I keep my magazines, so for my 45. And there's one on the other side as well, but you guys can put whatever you want in here. And with your welcome kit comes an annotated flyer, which has all of the items listed on it and kind of where they go. So I'm just going to kind of pull stuff out and go through it, just to give you an idea of what comes with it. Compass, a magnesium fire starter. Now, as we go through these products, basically all of the products and everything that comes with the Elite Ready backpack, we manufacture all of our own products. This is why everything is branded the same. We've had some input on every single product that we made, even right down to the ferrocerium rod, of how much magnesium, how hot it burns, how thick it's going to be, because I've seen so many of these and I've used so many of these over the years, and they either don't work, they don't burn hot, they wear out very quickly, you use it a couple of times, they get wet and they're worthless. You won't have that problem with this one, okay? The sparks coming off of this thing burn as hot as 10,000 degrees in some cases. So even if it's like a wet, damp area, you can scrape off some of that into a little pile and then just, light that, and it will, you guys can see the red one over here? Because I melt the hole in the table. So, yeah, they're not gonna, it did, it melted a hole in it. But it burns very hot. So we put a lot of thought went into everything. I mean, even right down to the tool that we use to strike it. I'm sure you guys have seen most of them come with this little tiny tool like this, and you just kind of scrape on it to get the spark. We said, well, why? Let's actually make it a tool that is going to be useful for other things. So we added that to it. We like to, everything should be multifunctional. These are super basic and super simple. These are just the storm-proof matches. Okay, you can light these, drop it in a glass of water, and it won't go out. So whether it's windy, if it's raining, or whatever the situation is, you're going to get a fire with these. Okay.
Are those a strike anywhere?
No, you have to strike them against a striker. Yeah, they don't make a stormproof one in a. Because believe me, I looked. That would have been the coolest.
John, can't you provide one of those up with the knife sharpener, probably?
You might be able to. The sharpening stone. I haven't tried it. I don't know if it's the same material. Yeah, I don't know. You can try it if you want. Let me know. Make a YouTube video on it. Are you burning your fingers? Just our multi-purpose safety whistle. Okay, it has a little LED light on it. Has a high-pitched whistle. It has a thermometer, a compass. You open it up, and it has a little signal mirror in there. Magnifying glass, which for looking at stuff, but also good for starting fires. It's got a little compartment in there for storing whatever you might want to store in there. So it's comes with the I forget what it's called, but the thing that goes around your neck. Thank you, lanyard. This one's a little. The string, yeah. Call it a lanyard. I call it a string. There you go. Okay, so those are the two pockets. Over here on the mesh pocket over here on the side, we've got our water filter bottle. Now this is it's kind of like a modern canteen. It's lightweight. It's BPA free. It's got a carbon filter in it. So this is designed for water that is already drinkable. You're not taking out viruses and bacteria and stuff with that one. Okay. On this side over here, one of my favorite tools is the hatchet and knife combo. This is designed to go on your belt. Okay. It comes with a it's got a nice hatchet on it. It's got a good weight to it. It's one solid piece. We've got the the non-slip grips. We added the mallet on the back, hammering in 10 pegs or whatever you need to. I actually designed this with the idea of doing field dressing in mind. Okay, so I added a skinning knife, same basic concept. It's one piece, non-slip grip, but a lot lighter. Okay, it also has the. My brain is just shot that I didn't get my coffee. Yes, thank you. On the back, and it's lightweight. And you'll notice if you do any hunting, you'll notice that it's got a nice weight to it. And then when you're doing the skinning, you don't really want anything that's going to be too heavy. You don't want to hang it flat. But when you get to the joints and stuff, this is going to be perfect for cutting those pieces off. And then you tenderize it right down the top. So that's kind of the reason why I designed it the way I did like that with the mallet. But it's also great for chopping small branches, hammering in tent pegs. So I added a sharpener on here just because it gives me the opportunity to sharpen it quickly while I'm on the thing without having to fumble through the pack. And this actually doubles to sharpen the hand chainsaw as well. Okay, so again, we made this multifunctional as well. and it's easy for carrying around. We made this so it's easy to wash off too. And you can put the knife in there either like that, or you can put it the other way too. Hatchet and knife combo. In the top of the pack, and I just want to show you real fast here that so this is the way the pack kind of sits now, just the way we have it set up. But if you notice that, I mean, there is a lot of extra room in this pack. So if you need to add extra material to it, and you've got a good, what is that, about 12 inches or so to add additional stuff. Your own gear, the rads, extra clothing, boots. Well, there's a boot pocket down here to put the boots in. But yeah, whatever you want. But we designed it so up here on the top, we put the first aid kit, so it just kind of pulls out at the top there, this top pocket. And it's a real first aid kit. It's not like a lot of the first aid kits that you'll see in these 24-hour packs and these 48-hour packs. So you've actually got some stuff in there that could make a difference, okay? So there's a lot of stuff in there. There's cold pack, there's fire blankets, there's thermometer, there's these bandages that you cut them and they form to fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, all kinds of stuff in there. So a real first aid kit. If you notice, we also left a lot of room in the first aid kit. So again, you could add your own stuff. You want to put some blood clot in there. You want to put some antibiotic ointment in there. You want to put some prescription stuff in there. Whatever, you can pack it up. You want to put some Advil, some Tylenol, some painkillers, whatever you take. Plenty of room in there to load it full of all kinds of good stuff. And we also, we put this on the top like this so it opens from the rear on purpose. Because if you're hiking along and it's, nothing serious, somebody cuts their leg or something like that, just, as you're hiking through the woods, you don't have to take your pack off and go through it and dig through it to pull out the first aid kit. The guy behind you can just simply unzip it, pull out the first aid kit, clean, put a Band-Aid or whatever they need to do, stuff it back in there, and you're on your way without having to stop and take the whole thing apart. So we put that. It comes with the Ultimate Survival Guide. For anybody who hasn't read this, it's got all the basics in there. It's been around for a long time. It's got some good information in it. Plus, it gives you some, some reading material when you get wherever you're going. This is just a notepad and pencil, which is, great for leaving notes if you have to wherever you're going, but it's also great for starting fires. Survival playing cards. It's not because I'm a poker player that I put these in there, okay? I put them in there because you will need entertainment, but also on each card has a survival tip. What plants you can eat, what plants to look out for, just different cool tips. And worst case scenario, you can start a fire with them too if you needed to. That's for your power bank lantern. Okay, so that's the front pocket there. Of course, you got your sleeping bag. This is not an all-weather sleeping bag. This is a warm-weather sleeping bag. So they say it's a 3-season, but it's a warm-weather sleeping bag. Probably closer to a 2-season, but it's a good bag. There's nothing in this pocket here, but this pocket in the front is great to put an extra pair of boots or something in. That's where I would put it. Let's see, before we go inside, since we're down here, underneath here is a rain cover, okay, that pulls over the whole pack to make it a little bit more water resistant. Okay. Now, we did this this bright color, this bright green on purpose, so you can be seen. So if you're out camping and hiking or hunting or whatever you're doing out there, you don't want anybody to shoot you. So that's why, or if you're looking for rescue or whatever, that's why we put the bright one on there. If you're bugging out and you don't want to be seen, we put something in here to take care of that as well. So let's dive into this thing and see what's actually in here. It's been so long since I've opened one, I kind of forgot what's in it. Okay, this is the insect repellent clip-on, which actually fell out of the pack. Is it clipped on there? Oh no, this is something else. So this is an insect repellent clip-on. It's basically a clip with a little mesh pouch on it, and you put one of these insect things in it. You can clip on your belt, you can clip on the pack. They're great to go, on a baby stroller. Put one on your pet's collar. It just keeps the bugs away. So it's a really cool thing. It comes with 2 refills. As we go through this, you guys will realize that I'm not about the bugs. Anybody here spent any time in the woods doing any camping and hiking? Yeah, overnight? You know what I'm talking about then. I was over it the first night, okay? So there's tons of ways that you protect yourself from the bugs in here, okay? Let's put it this way, the naked and afraid guys would kill to have the insect stuff that we have in here. Okay? A good pair of work gloves. Has anybody tried these on and actually used these yet? Yeah, they work pretty good, right? Yes. They've got these are not your Home Depot, gloves. It's got the extra, rawhide on the knuckles. You feel it inside. It's very thick, heavy duty. I've had my very first pair when I first opened them and took it out of the box, and I used the heck out of them, and they're still like perfect condition. So they're going to last you a long time. And this is really he just stuffed this one together. I can tell because it's not in any order in there. Okay, this is a gas mask that we have in here. This is for fire, dust, those kind of things, smoke. This is not designed for ash. This is not designed for tear gas or anything like that. Although that coming soon, just put it that way. But so this is a good one. Like the folks in California, this is perfect for them. This is exactly what they needed up there for what's going on.
Okay, we feel we had that with the companies.
Yeah, what?
We feel we had that.
They're in the back office. Yeah, you can go buy refills for these. We have them in stock. I would recommend you buy, have at least 3 or 4. I think it might even come in like a 6-pack or something. I forget. But we do have them. You have your wrist rocket. Wrist rocket comes with, what is it?
9mm?
About 10 of them or a dozen of them?
It's 10.
10 of them? These little 9mm balls. Has anybody practiced with this? Yeah. You want to? But
What?
it works. It works.
Why not?
If you hone your skills with this, when I was younger, I could take out a squirrel or a rabbit, or I was pretty good with it. But this is also great for self-protection. Okay, these 9mm. If you hit somebody with one of these, they're going to know. Let's put it this way. Okay, so it's great and it's adjustable, and it's designed where just about anybody can shoot it accurately because of the band that we used. And you'll be able to buy extras of these too very soon. Also, we're going to have a kit. Okay.
You can't shoot one of those little balls accurately. Pick up a pinch of pebbles with that thing and shoot it at somebody. It's like a shotgun.
Oh, like a shotgun.
It'll take a big man down.
Put a little handful of, yeah, absolutely. My brother can tell you all about that.
Scatter gun.
Solar folding charger. Okay, like I said, we're not going in any order. When I do it, usually there's an order to it, so we're just kind of randomly. This is great for charging all the equipment that comes with in the pack, and as we get to it, we'll go through it. Your 2-way ham radio, your power bank lantern, your cell phone, all kinds of stuff. I always recommend charging your power bank lantern with it first, because then you can charge all your other devices a lot faster with that. Comes with the device, and then you have your 401 cables, which comes with it as well. You plug it in here, and then you can plug all your different devices in here. The way this works is you connect your phone to it, to here with the charger, and then you lay this out in the sun with whatever you're trying to charge. This doesn't actually hold the charge. Okay? You guys understand that? Pretty good time? Okay. I can't tell you how many calls we've gotten. People say, I laid the thing out in the sun all day, and I brought it inside and plugged my phone, and it didn't work. The thing is broken. So, well, I get it. This is what we're here for. We're here to educate people on how to use this stuff. I didn't get it at first either. I was like, what? How could it not work? I was like, you can see we've done this pack a few times, and all the boxes are falling apart. This pack has seen a few demonstrations. Another insect spray. This is our bug out spray, which I thought it was pretty cool. Right? Bug out spray. That's our own nifty little brand. This stuff is pretty cool. Has anybody used this yet? Have you tried it? Works really good, doesn't it? Yeah. This will keep the no-see-ums away. This will keep mosquitoes, flies, anything that bites. And it smells pretty good too. You guys want to check it out, pass it around. It's DEET-free, but it protects like DEET.
By the way, if you put a drop of that in each one of your pet spots, if they have any, keep the fleas on.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's good stuff. Yeah. Insect repellent bracelets. Okay, a lot of people look at me and say, really, insect repellent? Those for kids? I'm like, yeah, it's perfect for kids. Okay? But what I like is I put them on my ankles. I put one on my ankle because has anybody been to the beach or outside, dusk or dawn? But I mean, it's bad. You put one of these on there, keeps it away. Bracelet, again, you put it on the the stroller or wherever. It's going to keep them away. You guys kind of see a theme here with the bugs. I told you I'm over it. I did that one time. I'm never doing it again. Two-way ham radio with built-in NOAA, programmable. We do classes on how to program it. We've got videos that are coming out. You can simply just plug this into your computer, download the program, and you can set all the channels. You can set all the local channels. Fantastic two-way ham radio. It has all the MERS channels. It has it's actually a pretty good radio. Very powerful. You do have to have a license to broadcast on the amateur channels, but there are also plenty of built-in channels that you don't need a license to do. I recommend everybody getting a license. First of all, it's inexpensive. It supports the local ham circuit, and it's just valuable knowledge that everybody should know in an emergency situation. Machete. Gotta have a machete. Now, a lot of people come to me and they say that, oh, it always gets stuck every time I pull it out of the sheath. Well, it was either this or just come wrapped in a piece of plastic. So this was just kind of a throw-in. I recommend going out and spending, $10, $12 at a gun show and buying a nice leather one or something like that. But this is good just to keep it, for storage or whatever, to keep it, from cutting yourself and tearing stuff up. I prefer the one with the saw blade. Again, it just makes it multifunctional. Okay, it's got. I didn't like the wood handle. We could have went with the wood handle, and they had the composite handle. I like this hardened plastic handle because it's lightweight and it just gives me a better grip. So this was my personal opinion on it. Some people say I like the wood. Some people say, but I think overall it's a pretty good unit. Solar flashlight with radio. This is LED. It's got a solar panel on the front. Has a FM radio built into it. Okay. Now this is not high definition surround sound. This is just to create a little bit of noise in the back.
To my iPhone?
You can hook it up to your iPhone. Yeah. You plug your
Snapchat with that?
Bluetooth with it. Yeah, but yeah, you can get Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, all of that good stuff. Just don't test it
I
till you
think
get out to
it
the
worked
woods.
good though. I used it during the storm. The last one just went through and got all my updates. It was perfect. Just
Yeah, I mean it works.
yeah.
So is it one of those super duper high powered, gonna light up the whole neighborhood? No. But it's a great little LED. It doesn't require batteries. You can put batteries if you want, but it doesn't require them. I don't even know how long this has been in there, and it's still got a charge on it, so that's kind of cool. It's got a little panel. It's got a solar panel that, no, it charges, it's got a lithium battery in it. It's got a little lithium battery in it that stays charged. But you know, was it the best design in the world when we did it? Not really. That's why we redesigned it, so that we do have a new one that'll be coming out. And when it does come out, you guys will all get one. Okay.
Water resistant?
Water resistant,
Not proof?
not proof. No, I wouldn't, drop it in the lake and test
So
it.
we're gonna map in the rain?
Yeah, that's fine, as long as it's not like a torrential, downpour. So, because the new one that's coming out will be more water resistant than this one. Exact same concept on it.
But the solar lantern, that's more, to me, if I was gonna use it out in the weather, I would use
The
it.
solar, the power back lantern, that's the one I would use in the rain.
Right.
Yeah. But again, that's water resistant, not waterproof. Sharpening stone, I mean, a lot of people say, why don't you just buy that little plastic thing, and you can sharpen knives like that. I personally prefer a stone, and if I'm in a bug out situation where I'm out in the woods, you're gonna need something to do anyway. So you might as well learn how to sharpen all your tools and stuff like that the right way. And it's gonna hold the blade, it's gonna hold it longer. It's just better with the sharpening stone. It's something that if you're a survival person, an outdoors person, you should know how to do it anyway. And this has got the coarse and the fine. It's really decent stuff. I designed it myself, so for something that I would want to have out there, quality-wise. It's a good piece there. Comes with your tent. Got a one-man tent in here. Anybody see the YouTube video that Anthony did on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so technically it could be a two-person tent if you watch this video. So he got him and his wife in there. And it really is, for a couple, there's plenty of room in there for two people, but we call it the one-man tent, okay? Extractor kit. I mean, most companies call it a snake bite kit. We call it an extractor kit for insurance purposes, because our recommendation is if you get bit by a snake, head to the doctor as fast as you possibly can. Don't waste any time screwing around with this. Unless you're in an absolute emergency situation, then it's perfect. Very simple. It's got some alcohol swabs in here. You clean the area. You choose one of the suction cups. Just pop it in there. Lock this on, and you just simply pull out the whatever it is. We had one of our Ready partners already used this, so we've already got a fantastic testimonial. I was like, you should have filmed it. She's like, I was being attacked by bees. Like, oh, okay, you'll get excuse on that one. But she got attacked by probably wasps or something like that. And she had about 10, 15 stingers in her, and yeah, it was brutal. But she used it, and she pulled them all out, put a little antibiotic cream on it, and she was good to go. She's like, normally I would end up in the hospital. But I had that, I had my Ready Pack, we were out in the woods, they came right out. She said it took the panic away by having it and by using it. So, that is a big part of first aid is, taking the panic away, right? Makes sense. Got to have some duct tape. This is a 2-gallon water container, unfolds. It's got the, spigot on it, so you can sit it on the table like this and, open it up and the water drains down. We have our version of the Life Straw. This is the prep store straw. Basically does the exact same thing that the Life Straw and a lot of those other ones do. It's a little bit bigger than theirs. 99.9% we'll take out of there. We actually designed ours a little bit different. We designed ours so you could actually put it on the end of your straw here. So you can actually filter your water from back here as well. Okay? We also designed it so you can screw it onto the top of your water bottle as well. So we made it multifunctional, okay? Just, you know, little extra ways. You can never have too much clean water when you're out in that type of a situation. So if you don't have the time to, you know,
People in Puerto Rico would love that right now. I was just
Right.
with somebody
How
whose
many-
daughter's down there.
how many people out there would love to have one of these, or even better, I don't know where the heck the other one is. Oh, here it is, there it is.
That's the-
The other, you know, our water filter pump. Okay, so this one, you do 500 gallons with this. It's got a ceramic filter in here, and these that come with it, what I did was I went to the fish store, and I bought the heavy-duty tube that they sell at the fish store, because I wanted one that was a lot longer than this. Because especially here in Florida, okay, I don't want to get too close to the water with my head. So I want to take this, I want this to be about 6 feet, so I can throw it in there. And then I also did a longer one on this, so I can kind of have it in there. And then you just simply pump. And then it will purify the water through the ceramic filter, 99.9% impurities, E. coli. We also put a LED light on the top, high-pitched whistle, compass, and a built-in fire starter into the unit. So, like I said, how many folks down in Puerto Rico would love to have this pack, right? I mean, almost everybody that is down there. I mean, there's a million people down there that could use this kit right now. They don't have homes. Their homes are destroyed. They're living in their homes that have no walls, that have no ceilings. So they could set up their tents. They could set up all their stuff. They could have their fires. They could have their pure water. They could have their two-way ham radio so they can communicate. They've got all the solar power equipment so they charge all their stuff. So, I mean, this is like the perfect kit for those folks down there.
Johnny, for the new people that never saw that water pump, you don't have to buy new cartridges, you just clean out the old one, use it over and over again.
Oh, yeah, it comes with a little, like, emery cloth looking thing in the box where I just broke it. But you can take unscrew this here, pull it out, and then you can just kind of take that emery cloth thing and just filter it, clean it off like that. Also, when you're talking about true survival, prepper, doomsday stuff, which you know I never talk about, you can use it like this, and with the hose on it, and you can also use it to siphon gas, right? And then when you're done, you put the filter back in, and it cleans itself. Right? You just run some water through it, and it'll clean itself. So, you know, if you're talking extreme prepper situations, you know, doomsday, end of the world type of stuff, which we don't really talk about here because it's not really who we are. Okay. So that's the water filter pump. And we've really beat the heck out of this just to really put it through the, we ran a can of Pepsi through it. It did. I mean, it still tasted like Pepsi, but just to see what it would do.
If you run some crappy
Took out-
vodka,
took out the
charcoal
frost-
filter,
took out the
it
frost
tastes like
water.
crap juice.
Oh, really? I'll have to try that.
Yeah.
Somebody was gonna bring beer tonight, I don't know what happened.
Man,
There it is.
next Thursday.
Next Thursday. I mean, this is basically just your cooking pot set, your basic cooking pot set. I've already tested these and used these. They work really good. You know, we stepped it up a notch. You know, we put a little ladle in here. God, yeah, I bet you guys use these for the gun shows, man. You guys tear it up? Just kidding. Comes with a ladle, comes with a couple, 3 bowls, with a little, loofah, whatever this thing is called for cleaning the, got a little spatula, and then of course a pot, with the lid. So it's got everything you need all in one little kit.
And the lid covers the frying pan too.
Yeah, the lid works on the frying pan as well. So, and then, it all fits back together. The bag is good. Also, it's a mesh bag. You can use it for other things. You can use it for, catching fish. You can putting bait. I mean, you can use it for all different kinds of things. Again, you know, if you're thinking outside the box when you're out there, that's what it's all about. Also comes with a little fork and spoon set. They just unhook. I prefer these over the Swiss Army type because I can use both my hands. Okay, and not only that, but these are easy to clean. I grew up using the Swiss Army type through the Boy Scouts and stuff like that, and they get pretty grody because you get all that stuff in between the blades and in the middle, and you can't get it out of there, and it's pretty gross. It's got a knife, can opener, and slash bottle opener. So just a cool little unit. And you just simply lock it back together after you clean it. And close it up. You got your little fork and knife set. All right. Shovel. We got any military folks here? You guys have used these before. Sandbags. Just screws together. Very simple. We went through about a dozen samples of this before we landed on one because we took it outside, we put it in the sand, and we were prying stuff up with it, and we broke as many as we could before we landed on one that, not that we couldn't break, but that was the hardest one to break. So, and it took a lot of effort to break this one. So you pretty much could use this a lifetime and never break it. Also doubles as a pick, you know, digging trenches or.
So that can open too, doesn't it?
Well, I'd have to say 99% of folks say that that's a bottle opener, you know, for Heineken or Corona. It's actually for frying out tank pegs. But yeah, you can pop a Corona in a second with that baby. Definitely. No doubt.
Be careful.
For prying tent pegs out of the ground. Yeah, that's what it was designed for. Fold it back up. Sure. Hey, man.
After you get your Corona.
While I was designing it, it was hot out when I was out there testing. I said, this would be great if it had a bottle opener. This is a mosquito net. I'm not going to take it out because I'll never get it back in. Okay, I always take it out and then leave it for the ladies, and they fold it up. I don't know how they get it back in there, but you know, it opens up. It's big enough to cover your entire tent, so it's a good size one.
For anybody that's into being pure lazy, it does stuff back in there with no problem.
It does. It just stuffs back in there and it'll get it in there, no problem.
It does not have to be folded.
I don't know how they, but look how perfect it is every time they do it. You know.
Mine looks good too, if you just take it, stuff it in there.
Stuff it in
toss it out.
there.
There's all the bugs, there's stuff in there, if you gotta pull that out, you're gonna really be careful.
Yeah. So this is our power bank lantern.
There it is, yeah.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite items too. We're actually redesigning this one as well. We're keeping the shape, but the little pins in here, we're making them twice as strong as the old ones. So you guys will all get a new one of them too when it
I was
comes
gonna
out.
say, that's a pretty useful.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite.
What's gonna be increased, Donnie?
The little where you plug in. We've had some instances where people plug them in and it, you know, and they try to put it in the wrong way and the little thing breaks off.
The
and
wafer?
Yeah, and then they can't charge it again. So we're actually going to make that a lot stronger, so it's almost impossible to break it. I mean, I've had the same one for 2.5 years now, and it works perfect. I've got one that I charge completely, and I leave it in the drawer. And like every 6 months, I take it out and turn it on to see if it's still working. So it's been in there almost 2 years now on one charge.
Wow.
And it's still, so, yeah. So it's LED, again, so if you drop it, it's not going to blow out the bulb, okay? It's pretty powerful, okay? This has been in here for I don't even know how long, and it's still almost completely charged. It's got a signal light on it as well. It doubles as a lantern. It has a magnetic base, so you can put it on, like if you get a flat, you can put it on the trunk of the car. It's got the red light on it. It's water resistant because we have this rubber around it to block the water from getting in there. But you can charge your phones, your laptops, your computers. I actually charged my iPad from completely empty with it almost to full. Almost to full with one charge. So you charge this with a solar folding charger, then with this you can charge all your other devices and then just recharge this again. But if you just use it just for the light, the thing will last, days before you need to recharge it again. I had about a dozen of them here all over the place for the hurricane. None of them went dead, and they were on for like 2 or 3 days. So cool little unit there. That's our power bank lantern. Poncho, it's your basic poncho. But remember before we had the bright green thing? If we want to be seen, this poncho is big enough, it's got a hood, and it's big enough to go over the whole pack. So if we don't want to be seen, we'll blend in. Some good, rope. This is the hand chainsaw. It actually comes in a different package, and what I recommend with this is just simply putting it in a Ziploc bag. I mean, you can go to, any one of these gun shows or Army Navy stores. I'm sure you can find, a little camo pack or something like this, put it in after the fact. But this thing is cool. I'm sure you guys have seen them. The ones that's just the, the 2 little finger things in the wire.
Ring.
Those suck. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say, I've used them, I grew up with those in the Boy Scouts and stuff. And, what we did, we've created, it's basically a real chainsaw blade. You just simply toss it around the tree, and then you pull back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I went through a pine tree, probably about that thick, took me about 15 minutes, and the sucker came down. We've had quite a few people use it. I know your son, he used it, right? Cut down his Christmas tree with it or something? Yeah. It took him a couple of minutes. And again, the sharpener on there is perfect for getting in there and sharpening those little blades. So,
I used it quite a bit for cleanup, hurricane cleanup, because I had to work where people were after dark. I couldn't make noise after dark, so I could use that thing out there.
oh yeah,
It goes through a 2 to 3 inch limb real quick.
like butter. Yeah. It's a really, really cool unit. Like I said, just pick up a little bag like this for a couple of bucks at any gun show and just put it in there. I just have mine in a Ziploc bag, freezer bag. It works just as fine. Let's see, I think that's it. There's actually more, and there's some items that are missing, I'm just noticing. Here's one. Zip ties, there's a bag of zip ties in there. Did I do the playing cards? I did the playing cards, right? So, I think that's it.
Compass?
I did the compass.
Oh,
Compass is there. The rum is back here in the, no.
So the bladder, we're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's back here in the bladder where it's supposed to be. So this is the Elite Ready backpack. If you go to Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, Gander Mountain, anyone, you can go to Bass Pro Shop right now, take the list of items that's in here, give it to one of the people who works there and say, hey, can you help me put this thing together? They'll be happy to do it, right? Everything we sell is the same quality or better than what they sell at a Bass, a Gander, Cabela's. You're going to spend $1,300 or more at Bass Pro Shop. You're going to spend $1,500 at Cabela's. If you go to Amazon and piece it all together, you're going to spend over $1,000, about $1,100 you'll spend. That's what this costs.
Plus shipping.
Oh, plus shipping and headache. Have to spend the time to do it and to walk around and, take you 4 hours to put this thing together at Bass Pro Shop. I'll tell you right now. I'm sure you've all been there. It takes you 30 minutes to look through the gun section, another 20 minutes to look at the fish before you even get started. So, at least that's me anyway. Then I end up getting lost in the fishing section and forget it, But you're going to spend $1,300 to $1,500 to duplicate this pack on the open market. That's what it costs. You become a member of Ready Network. It's $499.95. You become a member of the club. You get the Wholesale Bullion Club. You get all the perks that come with it. You get to be a founding member of the company if you do a couple of things. You now belong to a group of people, a group of like-minded folks who have the skill, who have the knowledge. We're putting together all kinds of training. We've got the line of nutritional products. I'm not gonna get into all that stuff. If you have questions about the Cafe Utopia and all that stuff, I'd be happy to answer them. This is a cool company, okay? This is a one-of-a-kind company. You get to start a home-based business in one of the fastest-growing industries in the country, one of the fastest-growing industries around the world, okay? When we do the slide presentation, and we didn't do it tonight. If you come on a Saturday morning or a Tuesday evening, we do a whole PowerPoint presentation. We get into the numbers. We talk about all the stuff. But at the end of the day, you're buying a $1,500 backpack for $499. You're getting an awesome business opportunity with it, and you're also getting a great group of people that you can rely on in an emergency situation. We're going to take this across the entire country. In the short time that we've been open, we're already in, 160 cities, or 190 cities, 39 states. So people get what we're doing, they like what we're doing, and we're going to take this company global, definitely. So that's the Elite Ready backpack, okay?